Back to Jamal Adams, the record-setting safety contract that he received did not go unnoticed in Kansas City, where Tyrann Mathieu finishing up the third year of what was a $14 million per year contract, responding to one of the tweets regarding the Adams deal. The disrespect is noted. And that was in response to, and I don't know, maybe I need glasses now or that screen needs to be bigger. Could be relevant to the Chiefs contract negotiations with at Mathieu era, a.k.a. Tyrann Mathieu. The disrespect is noted. So they are trying to negotiate. Brett Veach, the GM of the team, recently said they'd like to get a new deal done with Tyrann Mathieu. He's entering that final year of what was a 3-year deal. Remember, they wanted Earl Thomas.
Yeah, good thing they didn't do that.
Top 10 safety? You don't want a top 10 safety?
I mean, all the crap I took about that for saying
they can still have him.
Safety. Yeah.
If I'm Tyrann Mathieu, I say go get Earl Thomas. You don't want me. Earl Thomas is still available. Remember how insistent so many people were last year when the Ravens cut Earl Thomas that someone would inevitably pounce on Earl Thomas?
Yes.
Anyway,
I got into it with everybody on Twitter. People telling me I'm an idiot. You're crazy. He's still one of the 3 best safeties in football. I mean, I had people telling me that. But, yeah, not to bag on Earl, who's a Hall of Fame type safety, but you're right. They made the right decision with Tyrann Mathieu.
Yeah, well, the decision was made for them.
Yeah, you're right.
They wanted Earl Thomas, and the Ravens paid Earl Thomas a lot of money, and Tyrann Mathieu was the fallback. And, it could be that, hey, I love Tyrann Mathieu, and he's smart enough to know I was the fallback. They wanted Earl Thomas. I've outperformed what they expected me to do. And, hey, you want that defense to be good enough to complement the offense they have in Kansas City. You need a guy like Tyrann Mathieu. He's a hell of a leader. He's a hell of a player. He's extremely versatile. And I don't understand why he's not more appreciated, Chris, than he is. But it feels like he doesn't get. He had some buzz early in his career and definitely at LSU.
Right.
But this deep into it, he's still playing at a high level.
He is.
I just think I guess it's hard when your quarterback is Patrick Mahomes and your offense is such a focal point of the team. It's hard for anybody to get noticed on the defense, no matter how good they are.
Well, yeah, they're definitely. You're right. They steal the show on the offensive side of the ball to a degree. And listen, I think really the point is kind of just what you said. We talk about Jamal Adams and all the things he does for the Seahawks defense. Tyrann Mathieu's the same type of thing, maybe even more at times. Because like you just mentioned, it's like I think part of the reason he doesn't get mentioned top safety and all that, because there's so many damn snaps during a game where he doesn't play safety. He's at corner. He's at nickel. He's at, dime linebacker inside the box. Oh, now he's back at traditional safety. He moves all over the field. Steve Spagnuolo has one of those defenses that changes week to week. I mean, it's a game plan specific thing. And that's where Tyrann Mathieu is really special, because he can be in the Super Bowl in the box, tackling Leonard Fournette or doing something like that, and then be out on the outside covering Antonio Brown man-to-man on the very next play. I mean, that's a special skill set. I would have a hard time again here, just like Jamal Adams, thinking like Kansas City's going to get this done. I don't know if Tyrann Mathieu wants to be the highest paid safety in football. Listen, to me, Jamal Adams is the best safety in football. I don't know if he's worthy of that, but I certainly can understand him, wanting more, wanting the security and all those things. But there is a little difference too. He did get one big payday here already. Jamal Adams had yet to have that, so I could see him being a little bit more desperate than Tyrann Mathieu, but would be shocked if the Chiefs don't take care of him.
And here's the other side of it, and I will refer to this as the Gutekunst doctrine. This gets to the heart of the tension between the Packers GM and Aaron Rodgers. You can't just start giving out huge contracts to guys who may be approaching the point where a dip will happen.
Sure.
Tyrann Mathieu turns 30 in May.
Yes.
He's not 25. He's not on the front end of his prime. He's smack dab in the middle of it, and at this point there's no reason to think there won't be some sort of a decline over the course of the next few years. I don't want to sell the guy short because maybe he finds a way to put a foot up Father Time's butt and hold that off. But I think that's the concern from Kansas City's perspective.
Got to be.
You don't want to do some contract that's all built up with fluff and he can say, hey, I'm making $18 million a year in new money, But the way it's structured, after a couple of years, the Chiefs have to cut the cord because the cap number's too big, and he's 32 years old. And we've got a guy that we drafted in round 3 that we really like who's making a hell of a lot less money. And the only way he's going to develop is if we get rid of the veteran. That's the Gutekunst concept. At some point, you've got to turn over the roster, and it feels heartless and unemotional, but that's the way it is. The older player goes, the younger player steps up.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably reason for some of the hesitation to give Tyrann Mathieu a gigantic contract at this point.
I mean, it makes sense. I do. I mean, I think you, again, I'm agreeing with you a lot today, but I think you explained it right. Like, if I'm the Chiefs, and really, I mean, Tyrann Mathieu, as you said, is very smart. He seems to have a great feel for the league, everything like that. You know, yeah, I would want to give him a deal that, like you said, is real good for 2 years. And then it's like, third and fourth year, it's kind of, we'll see how it goes. You know, and it's no disrespect to Tyrann Mathieu, too, to what you said. Hey, history tells us, you know, we got numbers and data that tell you, like, safeties at the age of 30, yeah, things start to go downhill, especially for, you know, the smaller, faster type of safety guys who play an aggressive style of football, which Tyrann Mathieu does. I mean, yeah, he's a nickel corner. He's a safety. You know, he's not afraid to get, like we talked about, get down in the box and throw his body around and hit running backs and do those type of things. And, yeah, that has to be a worry. So I would hope they can find some common ground here to go, hey, here's, you know, a good chunk of change for a year or two. And then, hey, let's see where you're at when you're 32 / going on 33. And if you're still good to go, hey, we might have a little more, you know, change to give you. If not, then we might have to part ways and move on, and it's a business and all of that. But would be absolutely shocked if they don't get something done here early in the year.
Valuable member of the team, extremely hard to replace, great leader, great presence, and hopefully the Chiefs find a way to keep him around at least for 3 more years, maybe longer than that. We'll see how that goes.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.